In this video, I will explain why each Spider-Man actor played their version of Spider-Man perfectly. I will go in order, so I will start with Tobey Maguire from the Sam Raimi films. Now personally, I think these films have the best story, especially the first two, and sort of the third. But what makes Tobey Maguire perfect for this Peter Parker role is that this is an older version of Spider-Man. We see him a little bit in his final year of high school, during his senior year, and then we see him graduate. So even though Tobey is the oldest of the Spider-Man actors, so is his character, because throughout most of the first film, he's a high school student. But then after he graduates, for the most part of the movie, he's a college student and an older character. Then in Spider-Man 2 and 3, we see that he's still a college student, having a job and doing more grown-up things. Now on to the Amazing Spider-Man films starring Andrew Garfield. We see him as a junior in high school for the first film, and a graduating senior in the second. And this version of Peter Parker is the second oldest and youngest, and so is the actor. So we see him show us the fun high school version of Peter Parker and Spider-Man whilst dealing with big bad New York threats such as Lizard and Electro. So this proves that Andrew Garfield was the perfect actor for the Amazing Spider-Man films. Tom Holland plays his version perfectly because he is the youngest of the Spider-Man actors, and his version of Peter Parker is also the youngest. So in his first film, we see him start off as a sophomore in high school and very naive, which seems realistic because he is the youngest actor playing the youngest version. In Infinity War, Endgame, and Far From Home, he's a junior because he is older, both the character and actor. So this shows how each Spider-Man actor might be different ages, but it makes sense because each character is also different in age. But if I had to choose one actor who could have probably played all these roles the best, it would have to be Andrew Garfield because he is old enough to play a grown-up version of Spider-Man and young enough to have the youthful high school Spider-Man. And he seems to me like he understands the character the best and knows how to handle the character the best. But if I had to choose the writer who I think the best would be, I would choose Sam Raimi from the original Spider-Man trilogy. Comment who you think is the best for the writer and actor.